One, two, 1, 2, mic check, mic check. 747 24/7, 361 degrees. Shout out to my 1221s. I love you. You love me. Me is we. If you are in the building, state your name, put it in the comment section. You are definitely relevant. You are definitely relevant. Peace to the movement. Today so happens to be 13/18/9 in the Codex. We will reflect on the numbers 13, 18, and 9 today. And then we will reflect on any other number that someone puts in the comment section. Hopefully y'all can hear me loud and clear. Everything is running pretty smooth. Just let me know y'all can hear me loud and clear. Peace to the movement. I love y'all. I definitely love y'all. What's going on? Peace to Ali Jawu, Gambia, Africa in the building. I see you. Gambia, Africa is in the building. Kum, salutations to the primes. Peace to the family. Allow me to do a couple shares. Can you share the video? Share the video. Share the video. It's going to be a fun night tonight. It's definitely going to be a fun night tonight. Thank you for coming in the broadcast. Get yourself comfortable. Get yourself situated. I see people picking numbers already. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Shout out to Raleigh, North Carolina in the building. Brenda Queen K. Harris in the building. Shout out. If you in here, share the video. Share the video. I appreciate that. All right. I see Monty Ray. Monty Clark. Monty Ray Clark. Peace to the God. Peace to the God. I see New Jerusalem, Jersey in the house. Okay. Wherever you at, peace to you. Let's deal with the numbers. Let's deal with the math right now. I like to say peace and blessings to everyone. If you're in the YouTube, please thumb up the video. If you're in the Facebook, please like and share the video as well. So, woo. Pardon me. Let me put this down for a second and talk. Woo. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling today? Happy Friday. Happy holy day. Happy, this is called Sabot Tator. This day is called Sabot Tator, which is the day of cause and effect. The day of cause and effect. Peace to everybody coming in the YouTube. Peace to everybody coming in the Facebook. I love you. This is a simulcast. All right. So today or tonight or whatever you want to call it, wherever you are on the planet, what we're going to deal with is supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics. All right. And what we're going to do is define the moment. All right. We're going to learn in this video, we're going to learn how to anchor our mind, to anchor our premise of thought in a certain way where it will connect with numbers. All right. Now, I would like to inform everyone that's in this video right here. Congratulations. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. You made it. Congratulations. I would like to congratulate everyone on this video right now and say, you made it. All right. It's a blessing that you made it. All right. But congratulations. I know how it is to survive the moment. I know how it is to persevere through every challenge that you go through. All right. So I would like to say I love y'all. And I would like to say keep on striving. All right. So the main reason why I said that is because we have come into a new age, which is called the age of information, y'all. You know, we have come in out of the age of Pisces, all right, or what y'all call the Gregorian calendar or time. We have come into a new time and a new age, and a lot of us are still kind of wrestling. We're still stuck in 12th grade, but I want to let y'all know that you have been elevated to the 13th house or the 13th grade. All right. And I will explain this on this video. All right. So, in the new age of information, you have 14 months in your calendar. All right. 14 months. We are located in the 13th month. All right. And this month is called El Masih. El Masih, or what we would call the Messiah. And I'll break that down. All right. Each month has a designation and a premise of thought as well that you can connect with, or an anchor where you can connect your higher mind into your physical mind. All right. Now, along with 14 months, each month has 28 days. So that's 392 days in the calendar as opposed to 365. Now, you might say, well, Lamel, why do you not have 365 days in the calendar? All right. So we roll with cycles. All right. If you and this is biblical as well. If you go into the Bible, Genesis chapter 1 verse 14, you actually get you know a connection of how to designate time. All right. So you utilize the stars that are in the sky, but you also utilize the star within as a dot to sequence time. All right. So we move on cycles. We just don't move on how the planet goes around, or what is perceived to go around the sun. Because when we go around the sun, we actually go in a spiral. We don't go in how you think like this. We go in like a spiral, and it almost looks like a double helix moving throughout the solar system. So I that's something I want you to get as well. All right. Thank you. I see people picking numbers. We're going to do numbers. We're going to do numbers. So if you stick around for the crown, if you shared the video, I'll be sure to get to you and do a reading. All right, whether you're in the Facebook or whether you're in the YouTube. All right. But what I want to do is give you a brief description of what I represent, who I am, all right, what movement I represent, all right, and what type of system I'm utilizing to connect everyone, all right. So hopefully we can get that clear, all right. So yeah, now that y'all know, we move on cycles. So we move on a 392-day cycle, which is basically 14 times 28. All right. Now, within these 14 months, you got 28 days in each month. Now, the days would not be considered days. All right. The days would be considered moons. Okay. Imagine, instead of saying today is the 18th day, we would say today's the 18th moon. You see, that's the middle number, right? It says 13, 18, 9. So 18 would be basically the 18th moon. All right. So wow. So those numbers in the middle, they flow between 1 and 28. All right. So you'll be like, okay, so the first number, which is the 13, it can go up to the highest of 14, and then it starts over to 1. Okay, cool. And then you see the number 18, the highest that can go to is 28. So after that goes to 28, it starts over and goes to 1 again. That's the cycle. All right. And then the last number, which is the number 9, all right, it goes with the number of the world. Like, for instance, if I ask you what's today's date, y'all be like, man, today's the 9th. All right. So generally speaking, that's the world number. So it flows between 1 and 31. All right. So we're on that ninth number, and that ninth number would be considered the days. Okay. Now, hear me out, or y'all here with me. All right. Hopefully y'all getting educated on this system called the codex. All right, y'all getting educated, and this is supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics that I'm sharing with y'all tonight. All right. So like I said, it's a blessing. Thank you, Sister Charmaine. Everyone putting up the MeWe's. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to the Purple Heart Squad in the building. We're going to talk about the Purple Hearts and what's that all about as well. All right. So look, hear me out. Now, um, busting it down, I want y'all to think about this. Y'all got three numbers that I put on the screen. Y'all got 13, 18, and 9, right? And then you see two dots separating each number. All right. So the two dots represent time itself, because if you look at a clock, or even if you look at a scripture, you'll see two dots to define um a passage of what is happening in the now. All right. When you look at the scriptures, I want you to look at the scriptures like you're living in the scriptures. That's why you got two dots there. Two dots is to define time. All right. You just got to see yourself in it. All right. Or see someone else in it in various different ways. All right. And that's how pardon me, y'all. We outside. That's how you know we are actually living in a form of a biblos. All right. So, which is a book or a sacred record. All right. So another thing is how I want y'all to understand this, how this is going to be broken down with these three numbers. I want y'all to think of the 13 number as a square. All right. But when you see the square, I don't want you to see a square like this, right? You know, like a straight square. I want y'all to see a square like I want y'all to see a square like a like sort of like a diamond. All right. I want y'all to see the square like a diamond, like this, like a eye open, like your eyes are open. All right. That's what this square represents. If all right, you can draw it out right now. If you have a pen or a pad, that would be good too, as well. All right. This is called sacred geometry. All right. And then the first number, like I said, I want y'all to make a square, which is the 13. And I want you to put the 13 inside of a square, right? And that represents the universe. And you say, for real, Lamel? Yes, because even when you go into the hieroglyphics, you'll see that the image for the universe is the quadrant, is the square. All right. You'll see that it is a square. So we are connected with that as well. All right. And then when you go and draw the 18, right? I want you to draw a triangle. Okay. I want you to draw a triangle after you draw the square that looks like a diamond, right? Boom. This is hot. All right. So boom, now you got the triangle on your nose. Wow. And then I want you to draw the circle. But when you draw the circle, I want you to draw it in the form of an elliptical orbit that looks like an egg and not just a circle. All right. Now, these are different forms of perception of how you perceive reality. I broke this down, and this is a part of how the code is cracked. All right. We are living in the new age of what we call Tanun, or information. But more importantly, I want y'all to hear this, how I break this down. All right. If you got a pencil right now, if you got a pencil or a pen, what I would like you to do is draw a triangle. I would like you to draw a triangle. All right. And when you draw a triangle, I want you to do this, right? You already drew the triangle, and you already drew a square with that has an open eye, which it looks like a diamond, and then you have another circle that looks like a egg or elliptical orbit. All right. Now this is how deep this goes. Watch how deep this goes. Now y'all following me? Y'all following me on here? I'm gonna see if I'm gonna pull up the comments real quick. All right. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, I see y'all. Okay, I see everybody in the YouTube. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I see everybody in the Facebook. What's up? All right, cool. Salutations to the primes. Cool. You know how you say that word. Cool. Cool. All right. So look, hear me out, right? Watch how this is broken down. Okay. Now you got the triangle that y'all draw, right? I want y'all to think about y'all eyes. And I told y'all this is all about really perception. This is really all about perception. All right. So now you draw the triangle literally represents your nose, or how you uh, remember things, or how you see, how you memorize things in some sort of way. All right. Now watch this. You got a circle, which is on one side, which is 20 vision, 20/20 vision, or 20 vision. Okay. And then you got another square on this side, which is 20/20 vision as well. So at the at the sides of the two triangles, I want you to put 20/20. All right. And these would be congruent angles. Understand this. So you got two congruent angles of 20/20, which represent your vision right here, 20/20 vision. All right. Think about this. You got a triangle, right? I just told y'all to draw the triangle, right? And then the measurement of the triangle is 20 on one side. Y'all hear me? The measurement of the triangle on one side is 20 on this side, and then it's 20 on that side. So thus you got 20/20. 20/20. All right. Now, watch how this is broken down, yo. This is mathematics, supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics. Watch this. So, and I'm gonna put this in the comment section for y'all. And then we're gonna get to the readings. We're gonna get to all that stuff. Y'all need to learn about these numbers and how it affects reality before we even begin the discussion. I'm just telling y'all. All right. So now you got 20, right? You got to do 20 times um 20 times 20, right? And that equals 400. And I'm gonna do the math for y'all real quick. Watch this. That equals 400. So you got 20 times 20, that's 400. Watch this. That's the 20/20. That's the 20/20 vision. You got 20/20. And the congruent angle is at your nose. Okay? Boom. Now watch this for everybody in the Facebook, everybody in the YouTube. Now at the bottom, the base of the triangle, what do you have? At the base of the triangle, you got uh 24. 24, a measurement of 24, okay, which is at the base of the triangle. Now, what you would do is to find the height of the object. To find the height of the object, what do you have to do? Because the 24 represents the 24 hours. All right. 24. Why would you say 24, Lamel? Because you perceive reality through 24 hours. Watch how this is done, yo. Watch how the code is cracked here. You receive reality through 24 hours, right? All right, boom. 24 hours. So the base of the object of the triangle has to be 24. So now to define or find the height of the object, what you have to do, you have to split 24 in half, right? Which equals 12, of course, which equals the 12 zodiac signs, right? Or the 12 disciples, or various different things like the 12 jewels: knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, and shelter, love, peace, and happiness. All right. Um, but look at this. So you got the 24 hours. All right. No, I'm not doing no readings right now. If you want a reading, you would have to wait until the discussion is over. All right. I appreciate it though. Thank you. All right. So you got 24 hours, right? The 24 hours, you split it in half, is 12. All right. So then you would have to do this. You would have to do 12 times. You would have to do 12 times itself, which equals 144. Right? We got this, right? I believe we know this. All right. That's the math. That's the supreme math on it. So 12 times 12 is 144, because in order to find the height of the object, you have to split the base in half, and then you have to times it by itself. You have to do the square of it. Boom. So now as you go up, you got to subtract 100. You got to subtract uh you got 400, and then you got to subtract um 144. All right. Listen, this supreme grandmother in mathematics. You got 400, which is the square root of your 2020 vision, which is the congruent angles of your 2020 vision. And then you got the base, which is how you perceive reality, which is 24 hours, all right, which is the base, all right. And then you square that off, or you split it in half, and then you square it, which is 144. Then you say 144 subtract 400. What do you get? Very easy. 256. All right. You get 256. Now that is very so it's so significant. It's so like this number 256 is so significant, because watch how we do this. All right. That would be 16 times 16. That would be 16 times 16. Breaking this stuff down. All right. Hold up. Y'all see that? 256 is 16 times 16. And why is this relevant? Why is this so relevant? Because look at this. We are living in a book. Now, to define the height of the object, you got 16. Now, the height represents the height of which your mind is willing to travel. Like the height of your mind, like the what you are willing to endure. That is the height of your mind. And then you got um and then you got the area. You got area. The area is what you face in your immediate environment. All right. And this is how you create a three-dimensional object. You got area times height. All right. Area. The area, if you go also, area is another name for area. It's called face or Qibla. Qibla, which is another name for area, face or Qibla. Now, you would think face Qibla. All right, boom, face Qibla. That's the direction in which you pray, is called a Qibla. All right, or a face, the direction. That's again charged to your area. Now, how do you define a volume of a three-dimensional object? How do you do it? You define the volume of a three-dimensional object by timesing the height times the area. Does do we are y'all with me on here, right? Y'all all with me on here. For anybody, I didn't know. You know, I know y'all didn't know y'all was signing up to go back to school real quick, but real talk, we all should know all these things. Like this was taught to us in like elementary school. All right, real talk. So yeah, it is the volume of an object. You get the area times the height. The area times the height. So the area that you in, which is the immediate environment, times the height, which is the height of your mind, the height in which you are willing to endure, the height or which you willing to suffer, or what you willing to undergo to get the degrees of lessons that you're willing to learn. All right. So yeah, so that equals volume. So why did I give you a triangle of sort? Why did I give you a triangle as a three-dimensional object? Because it's what you knows, which is the secret word, what you know. All right. Now, now we're going to build on these numbers real quick. All right. I love y'all. Thank you for everybody coming in. Share the video. Share the video. I love y'all. but share the video. Look out for the cookout. This might be relevant for somebody. You might not have time. You might have to check out. You might got other things to do right now, but share the video. This is relevant for somebody that wants to learn something new about the new age of what we call information, or they want to know how to crack the code. They want to know how to crack the code. So let me break it down for y'all even more. So we're in the 13th month. All right. So y'all should already know the 13th month is the month of mastery. Master is what? The creator, the originator, or the adept student who reaches the highest point of a particular subject matter where he or she must then innovate the craft. Y'all get that? All right. This is the month of mastery. This is what everyone should be focusing on, mastering something. One thing, or not a whole bunch of things, just one thing in this month you should focus on mastering. All right. So yes, this is the cycle of mastery. And then not only that, um this is how you define the codex. All right. You have to not only go to the 13th letter of the alphabet, which is the letter M, which deals with mastery or the master and the Messiah, but it deals with the crown also, because if you look at the letter M, it looks like a crown that somebody puts on their head, but it also resembles an ideograph of a hieroglyphic of an owl, which is the nocturnal bird that sees through the darkness of disparity. But I want you to see it like this as well. You got to go into the 13th action of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the 13th attribute of Allah. You go into the 13th attribute is when Allah manifested a body. All right. When Allah manifested a body, and it's called El Musawiru or El Musawir. And we chant it like Ya Musawiru, Ya Tawalu. All right, which is the shaper of beauty, but it's more than beauty that he or she is the shaper of, because Musawir is actually every chapter of the Quran is called a surah or sawir, which is actually named after this word, which is actually connected to this word, which is a manifestation, because or to fashion or to bring one into shape, to bring one in or bring something into existence, like a picture, because they use the same word sawir as the word picture. All right, so that's something that I want y'all to connect with as well. So when we're focused on the 13th month, when we're focused on the 13th month of mastery, we're not only just focusing on you know just the letter of sort, we're focused on the attribute, which is the action, which is the month of manifestation. All right, the month of manifestation. Now we can move forward. Move forward. I gave y'all some other numbers. All right, that's that was on the screen for a second, and we'll bring them back, which is 13. So we focus on the number 13, and there's various other ways that you can focus on the number 13. All right, because y'all got the letter M. All right, and then you times it by itself, which is 169, all being born to 7. All right, which is God. All right, now let's go on here and let's build even further. Now I gave y'all the number 18. Now what's the 18th letter of the alphabet? Come on, y'all. We dealing with supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics, or what? This is what the codex is about. This is what the codex is about. All right. So look, listen. What is the 13th the 18th letter of the alphabet? 18th letter of the alphabet is R, which deals with realism. Realism. So what is realism? Realism is the study and culture of things that can be what? Confirmed by what? Experience. And this is another thing that I share with y'all. And we say God is an experience, or whatever you consider to be God is. God is an experience. All right. So yeah, realism, the study of and culture of things that can be confirmed by experience. Now, um, I want to tell y'all right now, when it comes to the us versus them situation, all right, pardon the helicopters. We really out here in the matrix. When it comes to us versus them situation, Look at this. Realism is what we practice. Verisimilitudism is what they practice. Now, it's a lot of y'all that are still in the matrix, that are still trapped in the matrix, and a lot of y'all have come out of the matrix and have come into the great book. All right. And that's what it deals with, realism versus verisimilitudism. All right. So yeah, this is the 18th letter. Now, the 18th letter is the letter R. All right. My fault about the helicopters. They snapping out here, y'all. They are really snapping out here. We are outside in the temple. If you don't know, we're in the temple at Baltimore, Maryland. If you get a chance, link up. All right, cool. All right, so the letter R. Now, the letter R breaks down like this. Hear me out. The letter R is what we call the root or the wraith. Okay. Now, each number also has a designated spot on your body. Like, for instance, the letter R is designated to the left shoulder. All right. It's designated to the left shoulder. And this number is called the root or the wraith. All right. But in the supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics, it's called realism. All right. And that's broken down on the screen, the meaning of it. All right. In the codex. But I'm going to break down why the letter R is very important, y'all. The letter R is one of the most important numbers that you'll encounter as a number of manifestation, which is the 18th letter. All right. And why you say that? Because when we were all created from a word of sort. All right. Like, like kun fayakun means to, like, if somebody or something says something, it like comes into existence, right? Kun fayakun. That's another word. That is that another I would say phrase that is uttered to kind of explain what I'm about to explain to y'all. All right. Now, when you were brought into existence, you were brought into existence through a vibratory tone of sort. Now, this vibratory tone is relayed from that of a spiritual tongue. All right. Now, this tongue, when it created the 18th letter, it actually created the soul at the 18th letter. All right. And you will say, why would it create the soul at the 18th letter? Because at the 18th letter, you get a ra, 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 or ray, ra. You say, for real, that sounds like the sun god. Wow. Ra, or ray, or ro, which means the soul. Wow, Lamel, that sounds like the word soul. Roak, or ro, which is the soul. Ra, ra, ra. And why would the letter R would be related to the soul? It is connected because if you think about Ray, where do you have your solar plexus at? Solar plexus, right here, where you have an inner sun. All right. So and you say, man, dag, man, this is all connecting up. You cracking the code. Yeah. All right. So then you got Ra, Ray, which represents the sun. Which type of sun? The sun out there, Lamel? No, no. The sun inside here, the sun that's inside here, the sun that's burning up inside you. Shalom, shalom, peace to Sister Israel. I see you. The sun that's burning up inside here, that's the sun I'm talking about. All right. The Sham sun, which is the sun within. All right. So, yeah. But when we say the 18th letter, and that's what I'm bringing y'all to, which is R, right? It's Ra, Ra, or Roak, or Re, Ra, Ra, Ra. And it's the roll of the tongue. And that represents how the soul was created. Because when the soul was created, it was it was created from the roll of the tongue. Now, when it rolled up the off the tongue, it came off um a couple ways. Like it came off agreeable and it came off disagreeable to your spirit. All right. Some ways it came across agreeable, and some ways it came across disagreeable to your spirit. Like different creatures or different beings got manifested through a vibratory tone or a frequency and came into existence by following that frequency through an aqueduct of reality, of what we call the mental reservoir. All right. So yeah, all of this is connected up. And why would they use the letter R? Because again, it's r, 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 r. It's the roll of the tongue. Just another reason why certain letters of the alphabet are sacred, like the letter L is sacred. And give me a word that begins with the letter L. Y'all can put it in the comment section. Give me a word that begins with the letter L. All right. The first word you should probably think about is love. And when you think about the letter L or love, you go to the highest root of your mouth. When you use that, you say love. Yeah. Try to go to your lowest part of yourself and say love. You can't even say the word love without taking your tongue to the highest root of your mouth. I challenge you. You said love, love. That's not love. That's not the word love. All right. So coincidentally, you know, you would say that when you say love, when you say the word love, you're actually going to the highest root of your mouth. Love, love, loyalty, 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 longevity, levity. All right. You say, man, but what about losing? You never lose because God is good. You learn from your situation. You learn from every situation that you go through, so you never lose anything. All right. You always gaining in my universe. In my universe, you always gaining something. So I never take any losses, yo. And it's longevity. I'm the turtle. So I know how to win the war, by learning how to win battles. All right. So hopefully y'all get that. And that resonates with a couple folks. All right. So we're almost done this building segment, and then I'm gonna get to for everybody that's putting numbers in. Shout out to Sister Grandma Abka Nafir. I see you in the building. Peace to the family. Peace to all the all stars. I see y'all, all the all stars. Thank you, Sister Long. And this was kind of an example of what I was talking about. uh, sh- Thank you, Queen, for putting this in the comment section in the YouTube. You see this right here. The triangle would represent your nose, and this would represent your eye. The way this square is, that represents an opened eye. The square the other way would represent a closed eye. All right. So if you would draw it, and then you would draw a circle like this, a circle like the way she's in, or look like a egg of sort. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Sister Charmaine. I really appreciate everyone that is learning, everyone that is learning right now. Now, let me give y'all something right now. And I want to let y'all know I have no beef with nobody, yo. I don't got no beef with any spirituality or any spiritual practice that you practice. This is not something that we will argue and debate about what happened in the past. This if you come in here of what this movement represents, of what this spirituality is about, it is not about um arguing about what happened here and what happened there and what happened this dates and times and such, and we're going to say if such and such really existed, and we're going to say no, we don't do that here. All right. One thing that is shared throughout the movement, throughout the codex, is this, and this is something I want y'all to get. All right. We extract the nectar from each spirituality. Every spiritual practice, every spiritual practice that you have traveled has prepared you for the Messiah code. All right. it has prepared you for the Messiah code. All right. The Messiah code. Now, what is a Messiah? I don't want y'all to say, man, look at this. I'll break this down to y'all. Hear me out, yo. Like when I call y'all messiahs, right? I call all y'all, everybody in the movement, we messiahs. All right. Let's just set this straight. Let's just keep it basic. Let's keep let's do it like that. We gonna set the different. We gonna settle the score right here and right now. Everybody here, we all messiahs. Y'all cool? Messiah would be um it would be male and female. All right, whatever you want to say. Okay. Now, since y'all all know we messiahs, now look at this. A lot of times, hear me out, and y'all heard me say this before, but I'm gonna say it again for anybody that never heard me say this. Look, I can call y'all gods, right? Y'all cool with being called gods. Why is that? Because when I call y'all gods, it deals with a sense of admiration, being worshipped. All right. But gods can be conquered, gods can be struck down. All right. Real talk. Now you got pagan gods, real talk, and they're gods that live on this planet can be struck down. All right. Real talk. So the godship is admiration. And then that's when I call y'all gods or goddesses. And that's the admiration that we look for. Thank you, Sister Santiago, for the share. Um, and then again, when I call y'all kings and queens, yeah, we want to be provided for. We want everybody to do everything for us, and we want to be right about everything. So of course, being a king or queen is cool. You cool with being a king or a queen. Me calling you a king or a queen, yeah, you cool with that in some sort of way. But check the ticket out. Check the ticket out. And then I'm gonna take it another ticket. Oh yeah, say, man, don't call me a queen. Like a lot of the queens, a lot of the goddesses, the empresses, or whatever y'all want to call yourselves. Y'all don't want to be called queens no more. Y'all want to be called empresses. Like y'all conquering shit. Like real talk. Like, okay, cool. Okay, you conquering shit. With like it becomes another mental complex of admiration in these titles that people want. They want to hold. And I'm telling y'all, come on, man. Now I call y'all messiahs. Now y'all say, man, I ain't Jesus. Well, I never said y'all Jesus at all. Because when we interpret the word Messiah, and I can show you that the latter sense of the word, you look at it, it's a leader or savior of a particular group or a cause. So Messiah necessarily doesn't have to um, connect to anybody's religion. It doesn't have to be anybody's religion. It's not really placed in a religion. So what I want you to do is I want you to extract the nectar from what I just said. And if I said a Messiah is a leader or savior of a particular group or a cause, where you standing at? All right. In order to lead, you must know how to follow, yo. And a lot of y'all very disrespectful. I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of people here, a lot of people know what I'm talking about. You know, they grew up without fathers. Yeah, we grew up without fathers. So what we had to do, we had to scrape the block. We had to scrape the block. But I'm gonna tell you, a lot of us that grew up without fathers, that made us better fathers. I'm gonna keep it real. In this day and time, it looks so strange, but you go back to Malachi 4:2, and this is like, if you want to call it prophecy. No, I say we living in a book. We living in a book anyway. So it said, man, you're gonna bring the hearts of the children back to the fathers, of course, because a lot of us, we grew up without fathers. Yeah, my father passed away. He didn't get a chance to really do what he really needed to do for me when he wanted to. So, God bless his soul. But I know what my father's heart was about. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But a lot of us, forcefully grew up without fathers. And then I'm going to say, I grew up without a mother as well, if you want to keep it real. Because why? The crack game took my mom, and the crack game took a lot of our moms. So a lot of us grew up like, various different people that were pained, like the prophets. Like if you think about the prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he grew up as a Bedouin, like an orphan. He didn't have a mom or dad. He had to have various different people raise him up, and he still became a great man, a great prophet. And this is what I'm telling you to define the moment of what we can be. All right. But yeah, look, listen, man, it's a lot of stuff that's going on that I need people to gravitate towards, yo. And that is the message that, yeah, of course, the fathers are being stronger. The fathers are being, and not only the fathers are being stronger, the mothers are being stronger as well. All right. And it's all about how our awareness in these days and times when it comes to the codex. All right. Now, again, I say I don't fight religion, man. I don't deal with no religious concept. If y'all want to deal with religion, that is up to you. All right. What I connect with, or what we connect with, is a tribal movement. Now, what is our tribe? Our tribe is called the Walu. Now, you say, what is the Walu, Lamel? The Walu means divine manifestation. You know, anytime I say a word, like for instance, right? I was chanting, right? When I was chanting, I would say various different words like and I would say, yeah, like yeah to Huti, yeah to Walu, which is wisdom in writing, wisdom of writing. If I say yeah, which is mighty one, yeah to Walu, yeah Selket, which is liberator, yeah to Walu. This is divine manifestation of what I'm saying. The same thing as I am. All right. It's like when you manifest the things that in life, what you want to manifest in you utter these words and you become a beacon or an antenna for these words. All right. So that's essentially the lessons I share with y'all as well. You know, I share with you because again, I don't have to teach you anything. Only thing you can learn a couple things, but only thing I have to do is share it with you because none of us own it. We This all belongs to the universe and it's here to set the legacy. That's it. All right. So yeah, when I share it with you different information, you know, I look at it like this. You got to look at see every word or what they call the name of God. You got to look at it like a verb of sort. You got to look at it as an action in your life that takes place. All right. And that's what we utter into the universe. And what we do is utter positive positive affirmations instead of negative cognitions. All right. So that's something I wanted y'all to share. That's something I wanted to share with y'all as well. You know, in reference to the lessons, because a lot of people say, "Well, what is the Messiah Code all about?" That's why I call people Messiah. What is this all about? What is It's all about leadership in a sense, but it has various different lessons, more or less, to update you on how to navigate in these days and times, or what we call the mainframe consciousness. All right, this day and time that we living in, we have come out. Look, hear me out, yo. We have come out of the age of Pisces. Now, you might say, how and why is this so significant, Lamel? All right, it's very easy. Why is this so significant? Because if we come out of an age, which is a procession of time, which is 2,160 years, and then you got 26,000 years, which is the whole elliptical time of how we move around our galaxy. All right, which is the Milky Way. The whole elliptical time and each procession of time is 2,160 years, which is each sign of the zodiac. We stay in that zodiac sign for roughly about that time. We have come out of the time of Pisces, but people are still holding on to that. All right. And it's no pun intended to any Pisces in the building. But what I'm telling you is that it is when you look at the stars and when you look at the whatever, you say, man, I don't believe in the zodiac. Okay, cool. You don't have to believe in it. But what you got to understand is that the light that is emitting, that is coming from these star systems, is actually thought that is channeling down. And the star systems are actually satellites that are bouncing off a greater light, that are bouncing light from the greatest light of them all right. And those satellites, they actually create a various different prism of thought when it resonate, or when it comes and flows and hits this earth, when it hits this planet, it becomes like a broadcast that somebody picks up. And then when you move throughout the a planet, or when you move throughout life, you will be picking up the energy, or the thought waves of a certain cluster of stars, and that's what that's all about. It's not saying, well, all these stars, man, all the Leo constellation, all these are in the same solar system. No, they're not in the same solar system at all. They're actually millions of light years apart from each other. But when we see them, they look like a pattern of sort. But I'm telling you, it's a satellite. They're like satellites bouncing off the greatest light of them all. So that's something I want you to think about. All right. And another thing I want you to think about is this. A lot of times people they don't take in compensation what man is doing. Like the natural phenomena is now over. Like, back in the day when they used to observe certain star systems or certain planets of sort, yeah, they would observe these planets, and it would not be no interference by man except for observance. But when you start to send out satellites and when you start to send out different things into orbit, and they have struck down various different meteors and comets. They have struck them down. Got even material from various different comets. All right, and even moved comets out of the path of Earth. Doomsday comets. They have actually, unbeknown to you, they have moved them out of the orbit of the planet. All right, in order for us to survive. All right. But man has interfered with the celestial bodies. So you need to consider that as well. You need to consider the fact that, oh man, yo, my planet might be saying this and that it is and this and this. I need you to connect more with the numbers than just connecting up. Oh, what the planet is this and this is planet is there. All right, well, tell me what planet is there, and I want to know what planet has various different man-made satellites that are orbiting the planet as well, or that has orbited the planet. All right. That's something I want you to take account for, because if you got different man-made things or messing with the gravity or messing with the orbit of the planet, thus you have timing and everything is off in a certain sort of way. So yeah, and what they have found out is that the mind is a heavenly body that's influenced by other heavenly bodies. All right, which is your celestial planets or your celestial stars or various different other things like comets and so forth. They know all these things actually represent something. All right. So yeah. Now I had one more number I wanted to break down for y'all. I know I went off in a little tangent, and what I was doing, I was kind of explaining about the codex, because a lot of people, they don't really know about the codex like that. So it's best for me to like explain it so we can kind of get an idea of what it's all about. All right, so I think, did we get into the 18th attribute? No, we didn't get into the 18th attribute. The 18th attribute, I believe, is fatah. If I'm mistaken, let me know. Nah. Yeah, 18th, the 18th attribute. I showed you 18, right? So 18 would represent the opener. So that represents the doorways of opportunity. So the focus point in the middle direction is um the opening, to open something. Fatah. Fatah is a very important number, or Fatah is very important because Fatah is also connected with Ptah, which is an ancient Egyptian Netcher, all right, which is an ancient Egyptian or Kemet or Kemet ancestor, which is called Ptah, but it's Fatah, which is the opener. Same thing in Arabic. Okay. Then we got another thing too, man. Um, I share with y'all too, and if you got the beginner's manual, you got 24 elders. Each elder actually guards an hour of time. Like this hour of time is guarded by the first elder, all right, which is 12 o'clock on to 1 o'clock a.m. But I started this broadcast 11:13. 11 o'clock from 11 to 12 is actually the 24th seat. The 24th elder actually has from 11 to 12. Also, um, the 24th elder has not only 11 through 12 at nighttime, but also has 11 through 12 at a.m. So that is guarded by the 24th elder, and the 24th elder could be any human. Any human could take the shape or form of the 24th elder, could take that seat in that hour of time, and that hour of time between 11 and 12 a.m. or 11 through 12 p.m. But all the other times are guarded by the 23 elders, all right, or 23 elders. Hopefully that's kind of clear. All right. So, another thing is we deal with the timing of the day and the elders that are connected with each time of the day. All right. Now the elder that's connected with this time is a Catriel. All right. And yes, which is the first elder. Now it's various different names for the first elder. The elder really doesn't like to be called any particular name of sort, but the elder actually wears a mask. You wouldn't even know what the elder looks like. But the first elder deals with the number one, all right, which connects with harukment or movement. Okay. Um, let me see. We had so we had number 9, right? And let me give you all this, right? Number 9, this is a very important thing. Number 9, which is the ninth attribute, which is the compeller, right? And we'll look up the meaning of to compel, and I'll put that in the comment section. All right. But what I wanted to take y'all to besides that was um let me see if it got it in here. If I got it, the comment, I'll put it in the comment section, which is understanding. The ninth letter of the alphabet is what, y'all? What's the ninth letter of the alphabet? It's I. All right. So the I is understanding. It's understanding. So what is understanding? The conviction within. Conviction within. All right. Knowing all aspects of a particular of knowing all aspects of information of a particular subject, confident, right, and exact, even when others are wrong. It's like you can't be shaken. You got understanding. You got understanding. You cannot be shaken. You cannot be moving. All right. You got a sense of confidence. This is something that we need to connect with as well today. That's what it's all about. All right. Confidence. Now I gave you various different degrees on how to connect with the day, but these various different degrees actually represent um what's within yourself. For real. It gives you a way to navigate reality within this day and time. All right. So this is inner standing. You got to stand within. And then more importantly, you got to have solar standing. You got to be asphyxiated within your soul to know what is the true path you must follow in order to have real spiritual, real peace within. All right. So hopefully that connects with a couple people. All right. So I do have the email floating on the bottom of the screen. You can email the Messiah Code Movement if you're interested in a book. I'll send you a way to donate. You can actually donate through the PayPal. All right. I'm doing a PayPal right now. Cash App is actually acting weird. Too many people send me donations, it shut it down. And keep it real. Like it shut it down. And even when I made it a business, I made I made the Cash App a business. They shut my Cash App down when people were sending donations. All right, or a sponsorship of sort. They just shut it down. Okay, even when I let them take their little petty money by making it a business joint instead of a personal Cash App, but of head having the Messiah Code movement connected with it. So I don't know what that's about. I'll figure it out. But otherwise than that, if you want a book, you can actually go through the Messiah Code through PayPal option. All right. Um Check the move on this. So we deal with the number 9, which is understanding. Okay. Now another thing is that we deal with today is what is today? Today is really it's still Friday. All right, until when the sun rises, it's still Friday. Um, Let me see if I can put this in the comment section. Nah, I don't have it. Today is called Sabo Wata Tathor, right? And I kind of can read a little bit of that. All right, Friday. This is what I want you to think about it. Like you got 7 days of the week, right? 7 days of the week. Creation was done in seven. All right. So when you think about Sunday, I want you to think about Sunday as Aglu, which is the mind. All right. When you think about Monday, I want you to think as Kathukfin, which is as above, so below, which is like correspondence. All right. When you think of Tuesday, I want you to think of Istatar, which is vibration. All right. Uh, and when you think of my fault, yeah. And when you think of Wednesday, you think of Yashulet. Yashulet is polarity. All right. And then when you think of Thursday, you think of Afui, which is rhythm. All right. And when you think of Friday, which is Sabo Batathor, which is cause and effect. And then when you think of Saturday, you think of Sawuf, which represents gender, male and female. All right. So, yeah, those are the 7 days or the 7 layers of thought of how creation was created. But I'll read a little bit of Sabo Watator for y'all. So Friday, Sabo Watator, cause and effect. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. All right. Um, it says this every everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for a law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes law. There is no such thing of as a chance. Chance is a word we use when the exact causes of a certain effects are not recognized or known. Every cause has its effect, and there's a common denominator law that makes it happen. If you understand the consequences of your actions, then you can choose what actions you're going to take. You can choose what actions to take, but in so doing, you also choose the consequences that follow, cause and effect. Y'all hear me? All right. So that completes today's lesson for today. I really appreciate y'all. 747 24/7 361 degrees. You know, I built on today's mathematics, supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics all the way. All right. Hopefully it resonates with a couple people. You can learn to navigate and utilize the codex. All right. So peace to all the messiahs, peace to all the kings, the queens, the emperors, the empresses. Y'all know who y'all are. The gods and the goddesses. All right. I love y'all. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate y'all. Shout out to all the Messiahs. Thank you. Sure. Hello.